Hi, this is Ken Wolf, Artistic Director of Manhattan Repertory Theater, and I'm here with our podcast series. Today I am interviewing Robert C. Boston, Jr., who is the writer and one of the actors in Mary Marie, which is coming to Manhattan Rep Thursday, October 29th at 9 p.m., Friday, October 30th at 9 p.m., and Saturday, October 31st at 2 p.m. So tell me a little about Mary Marie and why people would want to come see it.
Well, when you put it to me that way, the first reason I would want to come see it is because it's an actual famous unsolved crime that is the basis for the world's very first cop kind of story, and the murder happened right here in our own city. She actually was a young girl, to be brief, who worked down on the Lower East Side. She left her home one day. 3 days later, her body was found on the New Jersey coast, beaten to the point where you could not tell who she was via her face, to put it as they did back then. And for about 6 months, the cops back then, to use the term loosely, because they were not, shall we say, back in 1841, the cops were almost worse than the thieves. Between the ones here in Jersey who had found her and the ones over on your side of the river, fought back and forth, saying it's your crime, no, it's your crime, and eventually, when it was determined who she was and where she lived, it was given to the good old police department of New York City. And to this day, it has still never been solved.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's fun. So what is it like working on this play, and what the actors' experience of doing this play, this period piece?
To be honest, it's actually becoming more and more fun as we go, because when this started out, it started out as just a one-night, story read of the actual Poe story, which he based on the crime, and we were going to go ahead and do that, and that was going to be it, until we actually read the story. And yes, it is by Poe. It should be noted as being the very first, cop genre story ever in the world, but as a story, it's the most dense, boring piece of 45 pages either four of us had ever slugged through. And the very first time we got together back in May, we said, how are we going to make this fun? Then I started looking into the background about the actual woman and what actually happened. Then what happened to Poe as he tried to take this and turn it into his story, because he swore he was going to take the real case, move it to Paris, and then solve it. He was going to be the one to solve it. Well, then something happens that is kind of a real twist, and it throws him completely off the wagon as far as drugs and alcohol and everything. He disappears for 3 days and comes back with a brand new ending that makes sense, but not really. And so that's where we realized that's what the story's about, that the story about the story is much better to watch than the story of the story.
Wow, that's cool. That's
so
really cool.
Since then, we have been, looking into, both sides of it, the, real side and what he went through as he tried to put it together, and those two portions kind of meet in the middle in our show. Mary, wow. Marie.
What fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
I love it. That's good. So how are you digging doing that period thing?
To be honest, I have always loved the, 1850s to the 1920s. So yeah. I am in just absolute costume heaven is a good way to put it. Our take is that we are actually a group of thespians now telling you a story of then. So it's a mix of now and then, but the overall look is of 1841 to 1844. So nice. It's been a lot of fun.
That's fun. That's great fun. One more question. This is a question that sort of has nothing to do with the play, but it's something I always ask playwrights and people on my podcasts.
Sure.
What is most important to you about the theater? This is my James Lipton question.
Yes. Okay, let me see. Well, to be really honest, when I get this question, I truly say the same thing, and that is live theater, when done well, makes you think.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, whether, it's something I write or something I'm just in, I know it sounds cheesy, like I'm trying to win the sash and the crown and the roses, but if just one person leaves the theater thinking differently about the subject than they did when they walked in, then I've changed the way someone looks at something.
Yeah,
and to me, for one set of live people just separated by nothing but sometimes lying on the floor, to change the thinking of another group of people in that way, I think it's a very powerful tool.
It's wonderful. I love it. Yeah, I agree. One of the things I love about theater is that it has the power to go in the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you tell somebody or preach to somebody, they're not going to listen. But if you show them a tale that makes them think, then they can possibly change or get another perspective or open up. And
Right,
the glory of theater,
Yes.
And also there's something so powerful about one human experiencing something with a group watching, and it just can't be replicated anywhere. It's just
right.
Yeah,
right.
Love it. Yeah, we're really kind of in sync there. That's why theater's
because
great.
if you want to come tomorrow, that's fine, but it's not going to be the same show.
Yeah.
And that you're right. That's very cool too.
Yeah, love it. Well, great. We're so excited here at Manhattan Rep to be hosting your play. Let me just give that's my dog, Roma. Roma, calm down. Let me give you the dates again. It's Thursday, October 29th at 9 p.m., Friday, October 30th at 9 p.m., and Saturday, October 31st at 2 p.m. For ticket reservations, you can call 646-ROMA, 329-6588. Thanks so much, Robert, and we're looking forward to seeing the show.
No problem, Ken, and we'll be seeing you in, good Lord, about 13 days.
Love it.
All right, have a good night.
Okay, take care.